Welcome back to the best series on the internet. We have the ESPN Fantasy Team of the Week. This was the highest scoring fantasy team that you could have had last week, week 16 of the NFL. Starting off, you should have had Jaden Daniels as your quarterback because he scored 34.42 points as he absolutely cooked the Eagles defense. He has now made his second appearance, but don't get it twisted, he has had a phenomenal season, making an argument for best rookie quarterback of the year. Then if you were fortunate enough to have started Jonathan Taylor as your running back one, he would have gotten you another almost 40 points in the Colts win over the Titans. Now, I won't lie, I didn't watch this game because who actually watched a Colts versus Titans game at this point in the season? But it looks like Jonathan Taylor did pretty well. At your running back 2 spot, you should have had Hubard because he scored 32.5 points. This is his second appearance in a couple weeks. He has been an asset on many fantasy teams this season, and although it looks like he cracks under any bit of pressure, like in that overtime fumble, lucky for him, he's on the Panthers, and the Panthers aren't under any pressure because they have no expectations. Following that, with your wide receiver 1, you should have had Justin Jefferson. He has now made, believe it or not, just his first appearance of the year with a 36.4 point week. Now, he has also been a very solid wide receiver this entire season, scoring 20 points near every week, but he has finally punched his way onto this list and is now the second ranked wide receiver in fantasy. At your wide receiver 2 spot, you should have had Keenan Allen because he had a 29.1 point week. The Bears season may have crashed and burned long ago, but Keenan Allen still wants to prove to the world that he's a good wide receiver. But let's face it, he got traded to the Bears for a reason. He's now the 31st ranked wide receiver in fantasy. At your tight end spot, believe it or not, we have once again Brock Bowers, his third appearance on this list with a 20.9 point week. He is the number 1 tight end in fantasy, although George Kittle has given him a run for his money with the average points. He was projected 15.5 as a tight end, so that should tell you all you need to know. At your flex spot, you should have had Devon Achane because he had himself a 31 point week in his 4th appearance of the year. He's a little up and down. As you can see, he's only the 5th ranked running back, but if you need upside, this is your guy. This just goes to show what happens when he can play for more than 3 games at a time, unlike last year. Then you should have had the Falcons as your defense because they scored 26 points. It seems they rallied around their new quarterback talent, or perhaps maybe it was just because they were playing the Giants, but either way, they had themselves a great week and got their first appearance on this list. Finally, at your kicker spot, if you had Brandon Aubrey, he has now made his first appearance with a 21 point fantasy week. He did start the year off with a lot of good games, so it's surprising this is only his first appearance, but his hard work has paid off as he is the number 1 kicker in the league. In total, if you had all of these guys on your team, you would have scored 271.12 points, and that is just an unthinkable score to put up in fantasy. For example, this team was projected 133, and this still would have beat that by nearly 140 points. I'm sure nobody actually had this team, but did you have any of these players on your team? Tell me down in the comments below, and be sure to check out some of these other videos on your screen now.